Well, dirt blowout was not a good weekend. As you can see, car is torn apart. So, little recap. So what had happened is Thursday night, my buddy's wife was going to run the car in Powder Puff. So we went out to the track Thursday night, took the car out there. She had never been in a race car, so kind of wanted to get her used to the car, the track, things like that. Everything did good. Everything went well. I did like 2-3 laps around the track as well. First time ever in the car, but they were also trying to work the track. So, I mean, it was kind of rough, but everything went good. Car was running, no problems. Loaded it up. Noticed it had a water leak out of the thermostat housing. Bolt was loose. Went ahead, tightened that up. Everything was good there. It's leaking again after Saturday night, but I got a gasket coming. So, I don't know how well you guys will be able to see, but right there, if I can get this to set down, that little doohickey there is where it's leaking. So you can see it's dripping down there, but that's leaking. Not a big deal, not all that big of a deal there. The main issue is, even though that's plugged in, I have nothing, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm trying to figure that out now. But the main thing is this bottom 10 amp fuse right here keeps blowing. From what I found, it deals with the fuel pump and fuel injectors. It keeps blowing. Went out for hot laps, did probably 2 laps, and it blew. Come back in, got pushed. I pulled into this, waved my arm out the window, pulled in this infield. They pushed me back. Ended up missing the heat Friday night due to that. By the time we found it, just put a 15 amp fuse in, and then we went back out for the B main. I was obviously going to start tail, and went out for the B main. Didn't even take the green. I pulled out onto the track, got to about, I want to say about halfway down the back stretch, and it blew another fuse. Pulled that out and put another one in. And of course, because I had to transfer out of the B, and it didn't work. So my night was over. Talked to a couple people about a few things I could do at the track. One of them was suggested maybe the fuel, even though the fuel pump is wired on here on this toggle switch straight to the battery. They're thinking maybe the stock pump was going bad, so I threw my Derby pump on, which there it is. That pump is 120 psi unregulated, no regulator on it. 120 psi. That's my Derby fuel pump that I run on my Derby cars. So I ran it up and down the pits. Everything seemed good. Went out for hot laps, and coming out of 2, I was actually just coasting. I mean, I was probably maybe doing 25, 30 miles an hour, just coasting, because they told us not to worry about going green just yet. And it blew again. So I wasn't going to keep, and that was a 20 amp fuse that it blew. So I pulled another spare fuse out, which These ones here are my these ones here are my spares. So I pulled another one out, popped it in, drove it back, loaded her up, and that was the end of my weekend. So don't really know what this car can do, but I found some issues. This ground here was broke, so put it back together. Then the coil packs were good, but the ignition control module is cracked. So I don't think that has anything to do with the issue that I was having, but I'm gonna replace this just in case. Like I said, fix that ground. Hopefully fix the ground. And I went to plug this in. Now I have no power to this, so I don't know what codes are being thrown. I did find this wire was broke, so I just, for now, just to see what happens, I have it twisted back together just to try to keep it out of mischief. And then, not sure how well be able to see, but you can see that rat's nest down in there where there's a bunch of broken wires. So I'm going to see what is going on with those, try to fix those, and go from there. Next race is going to be this Friday. So obviously it's raining a lot today. It's rained a lot today. It's supposed to be raining a lot this week, so that's up in the air. But next race will be at Hilltop Speedway down in Millersburg. So, but other than that, that's the color paint scheme of the car, which that is actually, for the most part, the paint scheme of my very first race car, my limited late model that I used to run. So I figure it's kind of fitting, you know, my first ever race car, my first ever mini stock kind of looked the same. So I thought it was kind of fitting, but nope, that's the way it is. There's the core support that was redone. Just ran straight across. And then we self-tap screws in here to hold this fan. And it seemed to actually hold up pretty good. So put in the reservoir bottle back in, so this way it's actually got what it's supposed to have. Definitely need to flush this system out, but that will probably be like a springtime thing. So, but there's it is. That's the update. It's getting fixed, and hopefully we will be back out this Friday at Hilltop. We've got one race. We got a race Friday at Hilltop, and then I believe October 11th down at Muskingum. I don't know if I will go to that one, whether this problem has been solved and it runs or not. I don't know if I'm going to go to Muskingum or not, or I'm just going to call it a season after this Friday. That kind of remains to be seen. So y'all have a good day. I'm going to get back at this and hope that I can find the issue. Have a good one.